Okay, so without further ado, what I'm going to do is take you into single player. Let's create a new world, and let's call it tutorial. Tutorial. And we're going to keep it on game mode survival. Hardcore, you lose your map if you die, and creative, it's just flying around. So we'll do survival, and I'm also going to leave the link for the seed in the description below under the video. So let's create the world. It takes a second to build the terrain for you. And here we are. So we have our little world. We've got some piggies here. Hello, piggies. How are we doing? I'm not going to harm you. Not just yet, anyway. Okay, so what we're looking for, first of all, the very first thing that you want to do when you get into Minecraft is you look for some wood. Now, it's always a good idea to have a look at your surroundings as well. There seems to be quite a few good little things around here, but I'm going to go straight over this tree. And what you're going to do, quite simple, press the W key to walk forward. You're going to use your left mouse button and punch this tree until it gives you one block, and that block's fallen down. You're going to need to get, I would say, punch around about until you get about 10 lots of these, because the thing is, I'm going to help you survive your first night. So what you're going to need is a fair good amount of resources so that you can continue to craft while you're sort of in a hidey hole. I'm going to teach you how to sort of build a panic room, and you're going to need some resources while you're doing that. So, very lovely snowy map that we have here. Also, the seed, as you can see, it should be that long number there, but I will put the seed in the description to the video there. But you press F3 and you can bring up the description. The seed. Using my scroll, I can scroll between these, and I believe the version I'm using is 1.4.6. So, correct me if I'm wrong. It might be like 2 or 3 point. I can't remember. But 0.4.6 is definitely right. This is a version that has fireworks on it, and I don't actually know how to make them yet. So we will get started with that in a later episode. So once we have our 9 blocks here, 10 blocks, we're going to find a nice safe spot. Loads of animals around here, which is good. I might do something a little bit different, because normally what I do is I find some cobblestone first of all, but this does seem to be a nice safe area, so what I may do is dig into this mound here and use that as our home. It's quite a big area, as you can see, so I'm going to use this as our home. This is going to be our lovely little home to begin with. But first of all, I am going to press the E button, and as you can see, moving the mouse, this is my character. I believe that's a Skyrim skin from the Elder Scrolls. And what I'm going to do is left click this, pop that in there, and keep clicking away at this with my left mouse button, and that is going to give you some oak wood planks. Now, what do I do with those oak wood planks, you ask? Well, press the right mouse button to drop one in each box, and you're going to create a crafting table. Now, pop the crafting table down here in your inventory. Now, it's important to press the E button. Let's say I press the escape button here, and it's still in crafting. I will drop that item. So, when you're coming out your menu, press the... Oh no, actually, you can press your E button or escape button. If you leave it in your crafting area, it will drop. So take it out of the crafting area. This is your kind of, almost your sort of pouch, I guess. And this is what you can have to hand. So, without further ado, I am going to drop this crafting table right next to my new home. Right click the crafting table. And I am going to make some sticks. Now, I don't want to use all of those materials because they're going to come in handy. So I'm going to make 32 sticks. Grab these both again. And now we don't have any cobblestones. We could make a pickaxe, stone pickaxe. Excuse me. We could make a stone pickaxe. But what I'm going to do first is show you how to make a... Well, we're not going to need a pickaxe for this first bit. I'll explain the tools right now. I'll show you how to make a pickaxe. So it's 2 sticks up and 3 across. So I want my 1 pickaxe. And then I'm going to make a axe here, like so. And then I'm going to make, let's grab all these, a shovel, which is as appeared on screen. So let's get all these resources together again, keep it nice and tidy. So what I'm going to do, first of all, the pickaxe is for blocks, many blocks such as, cobblestone. Wooden pickaxe is not very strong, the strongest being diamond pickaxe. Very rare commodity diamonds though. And that's best for those blocks. However, if you use a pickaxe on wood, it's going to go almost as slow as a hand. Use an axe for wood and use a shovel for dirt. So in this case, what I'm going to need is a shovel. However, I don't actually have any charcoal yet. So what I am going to have to do is grab these items here, and I'm going to have to use my axe to find another tree and get a little bit more wood, because I'm going to show you in a minute how to make charcoal just from using wood. So, I'm going to be very, very quick in doing this. Note that these piggies are here. In fact, I might... Sorry for you animal lovers, but... here, piggy. Come on. Here, piggy. Come on. I need some of his meat. That's what she said. I am going to grab both these trees here. Like so. Come on, tree. Come on, you can chop faster than that. Now, depending on what computer you have, you may experience some lag. Bearing in mind I am doing some recording here, I'm just going to change one little setting. I've got it on max frames per second. I'm going to change that to balanced and go back to the game, and that's going to be a lot less wear and tear on my computer. Bearing in mind I'm recording audio using Audacity, and I'm also recording the stream of me playing the game. So I've got some blocks from these trees, and that mound down there is our little home. So let's go back down to our home, making sure that we don't fall in some unseen gap. Here, piggy. Here, piggy. Come on. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy... Oh, damn. Didn't see this. There's a little bit of water underneath. I may have to be wary of that. I didn't know that was there. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, let's come around here. Honey, I'm home. And now I'm going to get my shovel out. Aha! I didn't think there was any cobblestone here, but yes, there is. Hello, Mr. Cobblestone. I'm going to need you in a minute. Let's take this with us. Just, it won't die. If you chop your crafting table up, it'll go straight back into being a crafting table. So, right, let's chop in a entrance for us. And chop one either side there. I am going to pop in a lovely door in a second. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to open this out just a little bit more. And now, pick up all my materials. I'm going to pop my crafting table down here. Grab it again. And now what you're going to do, to make this officially your home sweet home, we are going to pop a door on the side. And also, make sure you keep everything neat. I can't stress enough how important it is that you don't lose items. So keep everything nice and neat, nice and in order, and keep them in your inventory so you don't lose them. Right, time is drawing near. It looks like it is getting dark, and you know what that means, guys? That means that all of the creepy crawlies and baddies are going to come out. They're going to try and get us. But the good thing about this map is that it's nice and open. There's not too many trees around. There's a beautiful sunset over there. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is an amazing sunset. That is awesome. But, hey, Mr. Piggy. They're all going away. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to pop this door on and say, this is our home. Here we go. I click it to get in and out. I do hear that some mobs can get in and out using the doors now, but we shall see. Now, firstly, I'm going to explain what the bottom bar is. I didn't explain that earlier on. Now, I can't scroll over it. So, the bottom left, love hearts, very self-explanatory. That is your health. The bottom right, you say, that is some meat on a bone, I believe. And you see that they move a lot. And that is your hunger bar. So, the lower that bar gets, the less likely or the decrease of the ability to regain health automatically. Let's say you fall from 5 blocks and you sustain slight damage. Have a full bar of hunger, full bar, you will very, very quickly regain health. What will happen if you are very hungry? In fact, if you are empty on your hunger bar, you will actually lose health automatically by half each time. And you see that on my screen? Oh, there it is. There's a little spider outside, jumping up and down. He's waiting to come and get us. So, we don't want that to happen. But we do have a door. That's nice. I'm going to go in here, and I am going to... Oh, I hope I got enough. Oh no, I've got loads of cobblestone around me. That's fine. So, what have I just done, you ask? I put blocks all around in the crafting table, and I've created something called a furnace. Now, what I'm going to do with the furnace, first of all, I'm going to clear out a small area. A small area right here. And I'm going to pop the furnace down there. We might as well open all of that area out. And you're all thinking, it's way too dark. How are you gonna be able to do anything? What am I supposed to do? Just, oh wow, it's snowing. That's awesome. I've never actually seen snow in Minecraft. I hope I can come out here. That is pretty. Look at that. That is nice. Right, okay. Without further ado, I knew these would come in handy. Pop some wood in these 3 boxes. These are your input boxes, and this box is your output box. Pop in these pieces of wood. Press the right click on something to half it, or near enough half it. Now what's going to happen, dare you ask, is charcoal is going to come out the other end. So what do we use charcoal for, just while this is happening? Charcoal is just the same as coal, but I believe that coal yields more torches, or yields more capacity for flame than charcoal. But charcoal comes from putting 2 trees together, But this is going to be a saviour when you cannot find any coal blocks, which I'll show you what they look like in a little bit. Now, we're going to grab this in just a second. Alright, so we got 5 charcoals there. 5 charcoals right there. Now, the furnace was giving us some light there, which was nice, but we're going to need some other form of light. What do you ask? It is torches. We're going to put some charcoal on top there. And grab all these, and that is a nice hefty yield for us. I'm going to grab half and put them in my main inventory. And all these sticks, I'm going to put them here. What I'm also now going to do is make cobblestone tools. So, same as before, except use stone as the top blocks. Now, I am going to make a stone pickaxe, which I'm going to put there. Don't forget, you have wood, which doesn't last very long at all. You have stone, which lasts a lot longer. You have iron, and you have diamond, to my knowledge. I believe you can also make gold pickaxes and gold weapons. But gold is also a rare commodity within the game. So what I'm now going to do as well is, while I have the commodities, get over there you, I'm going to make a nice axe, and I'm also going to make a nice stone shovel. That is very, very good. I'm happy with that. Let's put all these sticks together. Let's put my torches over here. Actually put these down here. Dirt here. Cobblestone here. And my food can just go up there. And also, I'll come to this in a little bit later, but with your pork, which is this here, you can eat it as it is in your hand, or you can cook it. And you're going to need some coal in your furnace to cook food. Now what I'm going to do is pop these items as emergency items in here, and put my cobblestone ones in here. Okay, now I'm just going to wrap up this episode by opening this shelter out a bit, and I think I forgot something, didn't I? Putting some light. Let there be light. Here we go. Oh. Oh dear. We have come across that water again, which I mentioned earlier. I'm not too sure what is underneath there, so let's have a little look. Okay, it's not the worst thing in the world, I'm telling you. But we are gonna... Whoa! Creeper. I didn't expect that. Okay. What we are going to have to do now is make it safer. I'm going to have to fill in these blocks here. Alright, let's fill in these blocks. A creeper, by the way, they will explode in your face, like that one just did there. What I might do is build this way. So I'm gonna move that torch to this wall here. Pop that there. And now I'm going to build out this way. So I'm just going to open this room up a little bit more. he says, while opening a gap again. Let's see here. It's not the best hidey hole, but the thing is about these hidey holes is that they're just somewhere for you to start off with. So I may have to find somewhere else, because this is a very small area and it's just something to last me until the morning. But you get the idea. If you have a bigger space, open it out and gather your resources so you have enough cobblestone and you have enough this and that. I'm going to wrap that up here tonight. It looks like it's going to be safe enough to go outside very soon. Ah! Ah, get away! Oh. Ah! Oof. That was close. Oof. Oh, Jesus. Seriously, if that thing went off, he would have destroyed my door and lightly killed me. Oh yeah, notice my health. It's gone straight back up to maximum. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, please like the video. And if you could leave me some feedback, leave me some comments. Let me know if I'm going on too much, and let me know if there's anything that you'd like me to do. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and check back next time for the next episode in my tutorial / let's play Minecraft. And this has been Richard here from Green Ring Gaming. Thank you very much for watching. LOL.